Yes, and that is the way we're kicking off Send It Sunday this week. Pavel getting some serious airtime. Well, at least his kit is getting some serious airtime. Massive eject. Massive. Okay, where do we even start? It's been a while since we did a real Send It Sunday, but there has been stuff going on everywhere. If you've been following the social media channels, you will have seen some of this stuff. We got to talk about backyards. Did you see that? Kai Lenny, Ricardo Campello, Marsilio Brown, just having it in backyards. Some really cool stuff going down then. I think Kai Lenny's title of that film was something like Surfing versus Windsurfing. It's a no-brainer. The windsurfing one, hands down. Ricardo Campello, yeah, pretty sick. Like that air tacker. I like that. I like that a lot. And then some big airs and some late hits. And obviously the other boys had some stuff as well. So we saw that. We've even seen them practicing port tack jumping on the other side of Maui, which is interesting because I haven't really seen much of that before. So that was pretty cool to see. So they've been getting some action in. They're all going to have to head over to France pretty soon if they want to do the World Cup because, as I've already mentioned, the PWA World Cup is on. Slalom, freestyle and wave. Will we get conditions for wave? Well, that remains to be seen. But the boys have been training. I've noticed Mark Paré, he's been over in Iceland. Yes, Iceland. Did he score it? Well, we haven't seen any proper video footage yet, but a couple of shots online. Looks like he did score it. He was out there doing some video project. Also, Thomas Traversa, Jules Denel, they've also been out in Iceland. Iceland seems to be the place. And looking at the video there, my life, Thomas Traversa always delivers. Yeah, that massive hit. That is just insane. And that is a pretty nasty looking wave. He is just one guy. I mean, that's why he won all those storm chases. He just turns up to a place and has it. Impressive stuff. Where else have we seen? I think we've seen people in Sardinia. We've had Pozo going off in the middle of last month, which was, you know, a little bit later than usual. And still the boys going crazy. I've actually been on a road trip where I went down to Tarifa. You've probably seen. I'm going to make a video about that. So I won't talk too much about it, but just went on a forecast, pretty much scored every day, had some of the longest waves of my life, saw a load of good guys as well ripping. We scored like a kind of session which I wasn't expecting. Victor Fernandez, Nacho was out as well, so there was like lots going on. But like I say, stay tuned to the channel for that. We just had the speed event. I saw Ben van der Steen was there. We had Matteo Iachino actually won it in the end, and Heidi Urich obviously. And are they getting ready for Luderitz Speed Challenge, because that is coming up? I don't think their boys will be going. You never know, it might be a sneaky last-minute appearance, but I think the World Cup's kind of in the middle. I'm sure Heidi's going to be going, though, so we're going to stay tuned to that. I know Twan is already out there. I've spoke to him about maybe getting some inside info that we can put onto the channel. So, again, stay tuned. It's been so busy. Obviously, if you have been following, you will know I went to Switzerland. We didn't have any wind. It was for the EFPT foil world title, or European title, I should say. But they did some crazy towing. Yeah, just obscene, crazy stuff where a few of the boys, I know Yentl Cares has been calling for a wakeboard boat to do the towing properly, and I have to say, he was right. It did make the difference. Now, I've had a few negative comments. I say a few, probably one guy's been trolling me in the comments on one of the videos, and I'm like, I don't know what he's got against it, because this is in the city, this is promoting windsurfing, you're getting to see it. I know we want to see wind, but if you can't have wind, it's like the indoor. If you can't bring Mohammed to the mountain, bring the mountain to Mohammed, or something along those lines. But I have to say, I was sitting there, we had a load of people from the city having a drink, watching the action. We had some pump forward, we had loads of stuff going on, a little bit of an exhibition, and a bloody good time. And I tell you what, it definitely showcased windsurfing. Some people had never seen that before. I mean, I'd never seen some of it before, and even though it wasn't actual windsurfing, it's apparent windsurfing, it was a bloody good show, and it kind of just showed what windsurfing could offer, as opposed to just sailing along in 2 knots. You know, that's what some people's brains are like, and they're like, wow, that's the top end of the sport. These guys are crazy. So that was cool. I've got to say a big shout out to Quinton, who invited me over there, obviously, but I think he might have just stole my spot as the commentator. Yeah, commentator of the day, the week, the month, maybe the year with this. Just check this, right? He's commentating. I've got to say, he was distracted because Bals Muller was over there and he was at the top of some diving board jumping off with his wing. So while he's looking and he's commentating on the pump foiling and the towing, he's looking at Bals, he accidentally fell off the rocks. No joke. But the crazy thing is, he carried on commentating. If you don't win the best commentator award for that, I just don't know, man. The guy just carried on going.
Assez confortable, il cherche au phare. Clément de Chaillet va devoir pomper, tout donner. Tout donner. Alors que Ben profite, se moque de moi. Je ne sais pas où cela va terminer. Oui, Ben. Yes, indeed, Ben, you can make fun of me, but I still keep going, you know, not a problem. I'll try with the sun that is coming, you know.
Yeah, impressive stuff, man. So I tip the hat. I don't think I could have done it. He actually managed to save the microphone, kept it out the water the whole time. Yeah, so this is kind of like a little roundup show. It's going to be Send It Sunday. We've got to feature a few people, and there was a birthday shout out I missed. Yes, because this fella was 50 years old a couple of weeks ago.
Send it!
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to live to see 51 at this rate. Robert Riekers, you legend. I've heard you're a total sender. I think Martin and Johan sent that in, so you've got them to thank. But I've heard you've nearly totaled yourself on a slalom board. You've done your ankles. You've done everything. They said you are a full sender and you need a shout out. But looking at that foiling skills, mate, I think you need some tips. And I've got just the guy to give you those tips. Check out this little nipper. Yeah, this is Tatoon on his 3.5 metre or something tiny up in the Alps, the French Alps maybe. A little simmer centre there, and these guys sent me this, and just look at this. He only started foiling in August. Yeah, I know. There's a couple out there going, you what, mate? He's only 10 and he's already doing that from August. I think he only started windsurfing a few years ago, but he is going to be a full sender. Well, he's already a sender. Just look at him go. Yeah, crazy. And they have told me his idol is no other than Mr. Nicholas Goya. Obviously, Nico Goya would be your idol. I mean, I've just seen he has just smashed the world foiling speed record. Was it something like 37.4 knots or something down the south of France? Absolutely crazy fast. Now, I didn't see any video of him sailing, but I did see this bloke. Oh, mate, that just looks scary. You see it going, and anyone who's been foiling knows that's not good when it starts going like that, especially at that speed. And just, whoa, man, that front foot. I watched it a few times, but it looks like he's okay. So, yeah, speed on the foil. We've got so much going on in windsurfing. Like I say, the World Cup's coming up. We will be getting Spot the Bale back. But it's not back this week. We will be giving you a chance to win some new hats. Look, I got a new hat. It's going to be coming for you guys. We're going to obviously tell you about the competition to win 3 Severn sails. I have some bad news, though, because there is a delay in delivering them sails. So we're going to have to go a little bit quiet on that. But it is coming. They should be delivered in January. That's what they're saying now. And I don't want to do the competition until we get the sails. So, like I said, stay tuned to the channel. It will be coming soon. I think we'll do a little bit of an interview with savantshop.com main man. Yeah, we're going to do a little interview with him and just ask him what's going on, because I've never heard of a shop doing their own sales. It sounds pretty cool, man. So we're going to have a little interview with him. He's going to tell us more about the competition. So that's coming up in the weeks when we get a chance. And we've got to have some sends at the end. Of course we have. And, well, I got sent this. Obviously, if you've stayed too well, if you've been in tune with the channel this week, you would have seen the Estonia video, and Flo sent me another video of him in Cape Town a few years ago now. Check out this for a push loop run. Oh, here we go, big sets. Come on, Flo. Needs more speed. Come on. Yeah! Should say double push loop run. You could feel the anticipation as that was coming up. And then, I mean, I'll tell you now, that is done. If you can do that, you can do a push loop. What happened was he let go with his front hand. And by letting go with the front hand, you lose the hinge of the door. You just imagine a door, you know, when it's got a point to hinge from, it spins around the hinge. So when you take your front hand off, that sail can't hinge and it won't go round. If he just even kept his front hand on and done exactly what he'd done, the sail would have hinged out, like sheeted out, and he would have come down. He might have over-rotated a little bit, but that would have stopped the over-rotation more. By not holding on with the front hand, you cannot stop the over-rotation, and then you land pretty hard. So there we go. I do have loads of sends. I'm running out of time sometimes to do them all, but I want to put them together in a nice little order. I've had some really good forward loop sends sent in. I might put little sneaky peeks now. I've had a lot of back loop stuff, which we're going to do with the tuition thing, and I'm going to talk away through that because I did that micro back loop technique, and I know a few of you maybe have got the wrong idea. I need to explain to you about holding the board back. You have to hold the board back on those back loops. If you just spin into them and you kick out the board, you're going to over rotate. So yes, like I say, stay tuned to the channel, more stuff coming, and there's only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it. Obviously, if you are still in, you remember you could be one of these legends. They've actually supported the channel in the last couple of weeks, and they will have a chance to win those sales, win some hats, and all the other stuff we've got coming up. Don't forget, Christmas is coming up. Might have something up my sleeve. Maybe. Let's see. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see on the channel. What are the most useful things? What are the entertaining things? Like I said, I tried to do my best, but it's always good to hear from you guys what you want to see. And I will do my best to deliver. I'm also obviously going to the World Cup. I have a feeling we'll get a few days of no wind. I'm going to be around some of the best guys in the world. So if you want me to get any sort of info, what you're looking for, what are those little bits? Like I said, and I'll do my best to get them. Okay, until the next time, stay tuned.